Dead Space Remake is the happiest, nightmarish stress and trauma fest of the 2020s so far. From its palpable excitement of being granted the chance to reimagine such revered and inspired source material to its euphoric dalliances with the atmospheric potential of contemporary tech, practically beams with joy, beams from every plasma-burnt gash in the Ishimura's steel skeleton, from every pocket of peeled flesh that pierces its necrotic crew. The grin on Dead Space 2023's proverbial face is the same one a friend might have who's just gone out to get beers and come back 10 minutes too late, and you know something wild has happened on the way just from the way they're smiling and bursting with excitement just to tell you all about it. I can't remember the last time I played something so incurably jazzed to convey a fundamentally harrowing tale. Dead Space 2023 feels joyful in its opportunity just to exist. It's like a puppy. Like a puppy though, it does occasionally piss itself. There is no bigger curse you can bestow on something you love than declaring it to be iconic, because that which is iconic is stripped of its right to exist on its own terms, confined to the memory stocks and pelted with rotten handfuls of adoration until its core truths are distorted beyond recognition. Dead Space 2023, an otherwise excellent video game, falters here occasionally. When Isaac first picks up the plasma cutter, a fanfareless non-event in the original, was subjected to a ponderous and beefy and musically announced cutscene. In the original Dead Space, this was a story beat, but here it's a recreation of something legendary, a clangorous church bell that heralds a long-hoped-for homecoming. We might even call it a simulacrum if we were feeling particularly wanktastic, and I am always feeling the maximum amount of wanktastic. It might turn into a problem if Dead Space 2023 didn't knock that shit off right here and let the rest of its runtime breathe freely and stretch its own legs into new and beautiful forms like a many-limbed contortionist. New side quests and locked doors give the player real, tangible reasons to explore the Ishimura outside of prescribed story beats, allowing some of that unpredictability that already exists in the game's combat to spread to an unpredictability of experience, emergent horror allowed to flourish and bring to life one of horror gaming's greatest settings. The Ishimura had an incredible sense of place even while it was divided into sections, into levels, and into strange, incongruous spaces. But with the remake's grander scale, that sense of place becomes a gargantuan, pulsing thing, a behemoth, the proverbial belly of the beast, complete with rushing tides of stomach acid that gradually erode any sense of hope once found here. And yet, it remains, in all its horrific set dressing, in all its hopelessness, such an incredibly confident and, yes, happy as shit declaration of fun-ass video game-ass creation. Dead Space Remake doesn't try and shy away from the massive shoes it has to fill, instead wallowing in expectation, its own biggest fan just happy to be able to create within these confines,